Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Lifelike Decals. And first of all, this is a limited edition which comes in 1/48 scale. As you can see, set number is 48057 and it is dedicated to Type 97 fighters. As you can see, it's a part number 5 and we reviewed previous parts as well, so you can find it easily on our YouTube channel. But today in this particular video we are going to talk about this release, and this is a commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. So it will be interesting to see together what is included in this set and why it should be handy for all Japanese aviation fans in 1/48 scale, obviously. So first of all, packaging here is typical. We have a Ziploc bag and we have marking guide which serves as a box art as well, but do not be fooled by these 4 profiles on the first page or on the cover, because here we have a small note that total of 8 aircraft marking options are inside. So there are 8 marking options for Type 97 in 1/48 scale, and there is also a recommended kit mentioned, so you will be able to use these decals with a Hasegawa Type 97 fighter model kit. It should be available in all good model shops. I checked in some Czech model shops and it is available, so feel free to combine these two together. And as I said, this is a transparent Ziploc bag, so we see application manual here, and through the rear side you can see decal sheet. And now we are going to open it and check what is actually supplied inside. So first of all, I see that there are several decal sheets, so just give me a second. We are going to start with something interesting, because here we have decal sheet which is connected together with the masks sheet. So yes, we get the masks for the cooling out of the box, and this is, I would say, rather unusual for decals set, because usually decals manufacturers try to stay on decals genre, let's say, so they tried not to introduce masks. But here we have some masks which will be handy for a bit more convincing finish, and they're not pre-cut, as you can see, so they will have to be cut off this backing paper, but I don't think it will be a difficult task to do, especially if you plan to build a nice aircraft in 1/48 scale. Note that everything is printed in Microscale Industries in USA, and we have here these red circles. Obviously they can be replicated with masks as well, but some modelers just want to get everything ready out of the box, and that's the case. As you can see, printing quality is nice. You get the right shade out of the package, and you don't have to pick the right color mix in order to copy this color. You get it straight away. Next, we continue with a bigger decal sheet. It is also printed in Microscale Industries. So let's zoom in a bit. Maybe I will close the camera so that it will be slightly darker and you will be able to recognize these white symbols. We also have some minor stencils, as you can notice here. Obviously there are no cockpit decals whatsoever because they are included in the original kit, so it would be strange to see them included again. And I suggest we zoom in as much as we can so that we can take an even closer look at this decal set. So again, Microscale Industries, some stencils. Obviously these red lines can be replicated with masks again, so if you are brave enough to do so, better think twice and then try it on your model, because in my opinion these decals should be enough for a really nice result. And as far as I remember, these decals from Lifelike Decals, they were quite easy to apply on the model, so I really doubt that you will encounter any issues here. As you can see, we have really interesting camouflage here. It's a bird with some lines in between wings, so it should be a good choice of marking options, but we saw only 4, as you remember, so now it's time to move to the marking guide, which is printed in color. Just give me a second. So marking guide comes in form of this thin brochure. As you can see, we have here 4 marking options, and this cover was serving as a box art as well for the whole set. Again, I remind you that it will be handy with a Hasegawa kit, and here, by the way, you can see also the their website, so it's not just a Lifelike Decals.jp. You have also sakura.ne.jp, so be sure to visit the right version, but you can get this set actually on this website. Next, we continue with, or we see empty pages. Do not be surprised by this, because this was done intentionally in order to increase the thickness of this guide, and guide actually protects decals from accidental bending, and that's also quite a wise idea, I would say, from one side. Next, we have all the markings here, so 8 markings. I will remove this middle insert so that you can see these profiles, side profiles for aircraft. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So some of them are shown. For example, here we have tail section shown from both sides so that you understand where to place the symbols, but that's the only case. Here we have, for example, the top view of this V sign on the tail area, and I'm trying to find this aircraft which had bird with lines. Yeah, here it is. It's aircraft number 8. What I removed from the middle of this marking guide was the history note insert, so that's another good thing about Lifelike Decals set, because here we have quite extensive history notes on each of the marking options. So unlike some other decals set, we just include a short description of the marking. Here we have, I would say, really extensive back history behind this marking, so that you have some idea. Not every modeler does a really detailed research, and it would be strange to hide it. So here you get at least some info to read and to learn about this particular marking option, for example. And by the way, note that here we also have some recommendations and tips on how to paint the model, how to pick the right paint shade, which is also useful for modelers who just start with Japanese aircrafts, if we can say so. Here we have also common markings, so do not be surprised that all markings were shown in form of profiles. Here we have some common markings from the top and bottom views. We have also some lines which will be placed on this landing gear fairings and cowling. And another important thing is the special references section. So as you can see, there are 23 sources which are worth checking. They will give you some additional information about this aircraft type, so that's also a bonus point for this decal set, because it gives you some extra food for thought. So as for the whole set, it should be already available. You can get it on official Lifelike Decals website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this release. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!